Madame on the beat.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joins with the trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
It's plain to see. If you want freedom, take pride in your country. If you want democracy, hold on to your sovereignty. And if you want peace, love your nation. Wise leaders always put the good of their own people and their own country first. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. The future belongs to sovereign and independent nations who protect their citizens, respect their neighbors, and honor the differences that make each country special and unique. It is why we in the United States embarked on an exciting program.
Now therefore,
the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency Ebba Simon Jaku, by virtue of the authority and pursuant of the issues and principles recited above, do hereby solemnly proclaim that the territory and region under the 40 confederating states of Biafra, together with her continental shelf and territorial waters, shall henceforth regain her independence and act as an independent sovereign state with the name and title of the United States of Biafra.
Thank you. We have heard of all the grievances that have been read here today. The untold hardship of our people that they have gone through, the lives that the lives that have been lost, the lives that we are still losing. As a member of cabinet, I stand here to affirm on the basis of the grievances and of the referendum for our forefathers, for this generation, for the next generation to come, I affirm the declaration and restoration of the United States of Biafra.
This is my wicked word. This is my Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along the Sukudu road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the Palibai, see no day for talk. See no day for talk. If we better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along the Sukudu road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen.
I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi Rone Bigebi. He said, and we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody, no soul on this earth can stop us. Instead of Biafra not to come, we all perish. I want our adversaries, our enemies to understand this very, very clearly. We are not going to retreat, not one iota, not 1 inch, because Biafra must come. Because the hatred has continued to this very day. As I'm speaking and addressing all of you right now, they are still arresting, extrajudicially murdering people in our land, people who are alien to our culture, our way of life, our tradition. They are in our land directing their people to slaughter, to kill without mercy. Unfortunately, those we regard as political leaders have connived with these people to ensure the decimation of their own population. That is the type of nonsense we can no longer condone, as you all know. Unless you understand your role in society, you can never ever make any meaningful contribution. According to the Greeks, there are 3 types of people on this earth: the idiots, the tribesmen, and the citizens. People don't know the meaning of the word idiot. They think it's an insult. It's not an insult. When the Greeks used the word idiots, they did not use it as a curse word. Idiots are people who just do not care. That is the original meaning of the word. If they write exams, they will cheat. If they are in government, they will steal. An idiot does not care at all. If he eats banana, he throws the peel anywhere instead of putting it in a trash can. According to the Greeks, some societies have more idiots than tribesmen and citizens. As I used to say before, Nigeria is full of idiots. Idiots. The reason why people are suffering is because there is no truth. People believe in lies. And when you're lying, you're doing so brazenly. Radio Biafra will drive away all these demons. If you're an IPOB and you're used to lying, you're an IPOB, you don't know what you're in Atwasi, your days are numbered. I hate liars. I can't stand them. I'm going to YouTube. I cannot stand them. Go and search your conscience. You have to be of good conduct that you could get them. Everything in life works in perfect alignment with the will of nature. You cannot be a liar and a thief and a kidnapper and you want Biafra to come. You are dreaming. If you're a liar, you're a thief, you're a kidnapper, you are somebody working with our Fulani as a saboteur and informant. You want Biafra to come. You are making a mockery. You are a hypocrite. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama can never ever listen to hypocrites. There is something you need to know. These are the things you need to bear in mind. These are the things you need to be conscious of. If you are of bad conduct, go and change. For you to remain in IPOB, we want people that when parents see them, when they see the way you behave, parents will send their children. Come on, that is what we want to do. That's exactly what we want to do. Not to raise a group of people who are ill-behaved. People that have no respect for their elders. People who have no respect for their mothers and their fathers. People who have no respect for their seniors. People who have no regard for the betterment of the environment and society they're growing up in. You must understand this. The greatest task on this very earth is to get a black man to reason like a human being. The same way, it's just like trying to keep an Igbo man away from gossip. Hey, it's impossible now. Come on, for goodness sake. How can you keep an Igbo man away from gossip? Oh no, please, give me a break. Anywhere there is gossip, you find them there. Gossip, the gossip is sweeter than honey from Igbo man. Gossip. Unverified rumors and gossip is like honey to them. That is how hard it is trying to remove feeding bottle from the mouth of a baby saboteur is as hard as trying to get a black man to reason properly. As one brother wrote very eloquently, he said there are saboteurs everywhere, that every ethnic group have their own saboteurs, but there is something special about an Igbo sabo. that an Igbo saboteur is a special breed altogether. That his own sabo is spiritual saboteur. What drives him or her, he or she wouldn't know. If they try to be like you and they cannot be like you, the next thing is envy. And another thing is, what do I do to bring him down to my level? They're going to sabotage. That's the way they are. It's in their nature. Nobody can take that away from an Igbo man. It's how they are. That's how they are wired.
For those of you who do not understand what we are doing, we are fighting for our freedom. And I believe that everyone in this life and in this world, wherever where you are, the country where you reside in, have a history. Now, I want every one of us here today and those who will listen to this particular speech to note one very important fact. Nigeria state came into being through conquest. This is a fact that nobody can change. Nigeria came into existence through conquest. And the forceful imposition of foreign rule, which denied the indigenous people in Niger area the opportunity to negotiate and choose what they wanted. That is the problem. We have lived with this foreign rule and this forceful union for decades, over 100 years. That is the problem. Now, I want everyone listening to me today to also understand that after this forceful union of Nigeria, called the amalgamation, successive regime, both before and after the shambolic independence, continue to hold the state together in a similarly forceful manner, the same pattern and the methodology that the conquest and invasion and the colonizers came in with. They thought by the forceful and the barrels of the gun, they will continue to kill people for the unity of Nigeria. That also is the problem today. So, this impression that they are creating, that the country must remain as crafted from the amalgamation by the colonialists, and that this country called Nigeria unity is non-negotiable. That is also the problem. We have lived from centuries to century, and today we are in the era of 21st century. We are now in a global village where the things of the past and the things of the old are changing to become new. And they don't want to change Nigeria with the dangerous diversity that have now emanated from different angles and the different injustices and corruption, and now Nigeria has found itself to become an Islamic state. That is the problem.
They are also avoiding mentioning Biafra government. They continue to write IPOB. We have made it very clear, and let me also use this opportunity to say it as it is for people, for them, because they continue to use IPOB. We are not IPOB as an organization. We are Government of Biafra in Exile. and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We are not IPOB as an organization. IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra, and this government represents indigenous people of Biafra as a nation and as a people, not as organization. And that should be made very, very clear in case they are not understanding. So when we do something under this government, do not attach IPOB as an organization to it. I want to send this particular message to be very, very clear to the Nigeria state today, so that they should be addressing whatever we are doing properly to the Biafra government, not attaching IPOB to it. IPOB is a registered organization, and we have moved from there to a government, and that's where we are today. So stop linking us to an organization called IPOB, which is a Nigeria political pressure group. And today, they are no longer relevant in Biafra struggle, because you have used them for many years to kill our people, use them as sacrifice, only to put for a particular political interest. That particular time has ended. And if the Biafra agitation was a joke, we have made it a reality. It is no longer a joke. Under my leadership, it is not a joke. Thank you very much, everyone. God bless you.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle. Battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. Go and mark today's date. I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there. Any day, anytime.
Prayer. There is no room for sabotage. I am not fighting Biafra freedom with a clean eye. The thing I'm telling you people today, if you know you are going to occupy any position in the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, listen and pay attention. I don't have friend. I don't know anybody. I don't know you. You are not my friend. The only thing that we are doing brought us together is that you have volunteered to serve Biafra people in the homeland. If you become a problem, you will regret it. It is a call to serve Biafra people, not a call to serve Simon Ekpa. Not a call to build clique, not a call to form cabals in your various states, not a call to do paddy in the Biafra government. The price and the consequences is heavy. Many people have died in this struggle. You must listen to instruction, you must take directive, and don't joke with it.
Only one, under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. And we can pray. Once he has that communication, Biafrans, we understand that Obato Obie does not take no crap from nobody. No matter who you are, you must respect that authority. That authority is the only thing that can protect all of us. But we thank God, somebody said this is a transition period. If these things does not happen, Biafrans will not know who is following our prime minister, who wants him to fail, who wants him to be out. So this moment is ordained to happen so that Biafrans will know who is who in this restoration process.
Welcome Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very important program this morning. I thank you so much for joining the program wherever you are joining us from. If you are joining us from Biafra land, you are joining us from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand. Whether you are watching us on TikTok or you're watching us on Facebook or you're watching us on YouTube, I welcome every one of us has connected this program. For all our Igbo Biafrans, I say Otutu Oma to all the Igbo Biafrans. And other dialect of the Igbos, please do write on the comment section in your own dialect and send that greeting so that we can learn along with you. Use your dialect to greet on the comment section. Otutu Oma for the Igbo Biafrans, the Ijos, the Igede, the Efik, the Ishakiri, the Urubus. Use your own dialect and greet on the comment section. The Isha people, use your dialect and greet on the comment section and say good morning so that we can all follow along and learn from each other. That beautiful diversity. Ututu Oma to all my Igbo Biafrans. And we also say good morning to everybody out there, Biafran friends and well-wishers, including our enemies that are watching us. I welcome everybody to this very platform this morning. For those who are joining us for the very first time, or those who are going to come across our video for the very first time, this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. Today, under the leadership of the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, who is stepping in for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, as a surrogate until he joins us. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to preach the gospel of freedom to the whole world, to bring the situation in Biafra lands to the limelight so that the world will know what is going on in Biafra land. That is what we do in this platform. We try as much as we can to make sure that the world knows what Nigerian government is doing against its own citizens and against the Biafran people. The war they have declared that they are keeping secret. The war they have declared that Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister, was revealing and exposing to the world that made them to go and kidnap him and take him out. That is what we are still doing on our various platforms. That assignment that Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing that made Nigerian government to activate the global conspiracy against the Biafran people and take away our Prime Minister in our midst and detain him. Now going for more than 6 months. It is that same assignment we have been backing. We will never stop. If you love Mazi Simon Ekpa and his job, you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his job, you must never stop speaking. The reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa was taken away from us is to make sure that our voice is silenced. Any moment you stop sharing the video of the Biafran people, any moment you stop speaking up for the Biafran, you are aiding and abetting the subjugation of Biafrans, and you don't love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you love these people, you must continue to share our program. You must continue to speak about Biafra. You must continue to add your voice, regardless what happens. Our real enemy that we know are the colonial masters, the British to be precise, and all those who are colluding with Nigerian government to hold us down, including Finland today, they are the real enemy. Those that don't want us to speak out, they don't want our voice to be heard. When we speak, they cage us. They even go to the extent of contacting the social media networks to continue to hold us down. They attack our platforms and limit our information. We come online with thousands and thousands of subscribers, yet you cannot have up to 100 people watching you in a program. It is not ordinary. It is not ordinary. It is something that intentionally done by the media network to keep you down and make sure your voice is not heard. The moment you stop sharing the video, the moment you stop liking, the moment you stop speaking, they will be winning and they will be happy. The attack against us has intensified and continue to intensify. And we must continue to speak. If you truly want freedom, if you sincerely love Mazen Nandekan and you love Mazen Simon Ekpa, if you love humanity and you care about humanity, you must join us in spreading this message so that it will get to everyone that needs to hear us. The moment you stop sharing and you stop liking the program, you are aiding and abetting them. You are supporting the attack against the Biafrans. That is what it means. You are supporting the attack against your freedom. The moment you stop sharing the program and you stop liking, you are supporting the enemies against us. But I bet you, no matter what they do, we will never stop. No matter the attack, we will never stop. The more they attack us, the more we have courage to fight on and make sure that our voice is heard. That is why every morning we come here to speak to Biafran people across the world. Every morning we come on this program to encourage Biafrans and to bring information to the world and tell the world what is happening in Biafra land. And we will continue to do so every morning. As we have come today being Monday, remember our program daily is an interactive section. In our platform, we welcome everybody. Whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran, whether you are a supporter of Biafra or not, whatever be your orientation is not our problem. Whatever be your belief is not our problem. Your religion is not our problem. What is important is that if you have a message for us, be bold enough to click that link and come in and deliver the message. If you have a superior argument, you don't agree with us, you have a superior argument, use the link on the comment section, click that link, come in and bring on your superior arguments. We are very, very ready to engage you. In this platform, we don't insult people. We will give you all the time in the world to express yourself and let the world be the judge. At the end of the day, it's either you learn from us or we learn from you. It is a platform that will keep open for everybody to say their mind. And for those of us that are Biafrans, you have the right to use your own dialect and speak in this platform. We have 7 dialects that makes up Biafra land. You have the right to use any of those 7 dialects and speak in this platform to reach out to your own audience and express yourself the best way you can. You can use broken English and speak. Because it is important that we carry our people along and speak in a way that our people will understand. I appreciate everyone that have joined us. Feel free to join us live. And if you are coming to join us live, please, if you're using your video, make sure you appear in a decent manner. Remember, the world is watching us. As we are pursuing recognitions, they are monitoring us to see what we are doing. So we must appear in a decent manner. We cannot admit you on this platform wearing just your singlet or appearing naked. We will not admit you. It is not mandatory that you can use your video. If you don't want to use your video, you can use your audio and speak to us. Your voice is important. That's all we want. Wherever you are joining us from, when you are speaking on our platform, try as much as possible to be civil. It doesn't matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter how dissatisfied you are. It doesn't matter the topic you want to discuss with us. Please speak in a civil manner. No insult to anybody. No matter what the person has done, keep it civil so that the world will hear you and hear you clear. I appreciate everyone that have connected. Remember, today is Monday. One of the special days that we have in the course of the freedom of Biafran people. Monday. Remember, we have Monday sit at home. Monday sit at home is something that the Biafra people have chosen within themselves. They have made up your mind that they will embark in this Monday sit at home every Monday to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and every political prisoner in Biafra land. Monday sit at home is a day that the Biafran people come together to show the world that Nigerian government have lost legitimacy in Biafran territory. Monday sit at home is a day that will make the clear demand that Nigerian government should leave Biafran territory. They have no jurisdiction over there anymore. On Monday sit at home is always a self-referendum day, which has been going on now for more than 4 or 5 years. Biafrans have been sitting at home and will continue to sit at home until we are free. It is a very civil way of making demands and expressions, more especially when you are dealing with tyrants. You know that the Biafran people, we cannot protest in the street. We cannot even have a rally. We can't have a march. You know, if you do that in Nigeria, it is a death sentence. So we need not to expose our people to danger. That is why the Biafran people chose to sit at home every Monday. So every Monday, the Biafran people sit at home in all their areas and ask for their rights in a very civil manner. And we will continue to do so. Today is one of those days. And as we speak, Biafra land is under lock and key. Biafra land is observing the sit at home as we speak. And there is nothing anybody can do to change that. Our enemies have tried on several occasions through their propaganda and blackmail. They have done so many things to stop us, but they could not succeed. But we know what we want, and that is why we have continued to sit at home to make our demand. And this is the update of the sit at home from the United States of Biafra government. It says, sit at home, 30th June 2025. Biafra independence, a renewed quest for freedom, by Michael Robin. Biafra deserved independence. It was an ancient kingdom. Travelers and cartographers spoke of Biafra beginning in the 15th century through the 19th century, though the British creation of Nigeria in the late 19th and early 20th century incorporated and forcibly subjugated the Igbos people into the new British colonial project. While Nigerian leaders often embrace the rhetoric of decolonization, they remain oblivious to the fact that many of Nigerian people, and especially the Igbos, who seek Biafra restoration, see Nigeria as a colonial project. This is a fact. Nigeria is completely a colonial project. There is no doubt about it. But in Africa, in Nigeria, you see people who say they do not want colonialism anymore, that they have walked away from the colonial master, and yet they support Nigeria, which is a strong instrument of colonialism. How can you be saying that you are no longer under the colony of British, and yet you are holding strong on the institution established by that colonial master to subjugate you and keep you on control? How does that work? How can that work? This is conflict of interest, saying different things at the same time. Nigeria claimed to be independent. You see them even celebrating Independence Day. Yet, their government went back and took the colonial master's national anthem and began to use it as their own national anthem. Nigeria, so-called Nigerian people, wrote their own national anthem, and a government came in place, went back and took the colonial national anthem and said that one is preferable. And yet the same people will come and tell you they're celebrating independence. Even on Independence Day, you see them singing the national anthem of the colonial master. Conflict of interest. How does that work? Only, this is why Mazen Nanekane said that Nigeria is full of idiots. That is why Mazen Nanekane said Nigeria is full of idiots. And anytime you claim to be in Nigeria, you become an idiot automatically. It doesn't matter how qualified you are. It doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter your level in life. The moment you begin to identify with Nigeria, you become an idiot. Mazen Nani kind of preach that message, and some of you think it's a lie. If not, tell me, how can somebody who claimed to have independence will leave the independent national anthem and went back to the colonial national anthem and said it is much more preferable for him? And people will put their life on the line to protect something that was put in place by the colonial master. The people who claim to be independent cannot even be bold enough to organize a national conference to decide their own fate, do things their own way. And we, the Biafran people, are saying the time is up. Even the date given to them by the colonial master have expired. They did nothing. Biafran people, we went out all our way, and we conducted self-referendum since the Zoological Republic have refused to do so. The self-referendum gathered more than 60,000 voters saying that enough is enough with the so-called one Nigeria, and they are no longer part of it. More than. We saw the evidence of self-referendum. You know, when we started it, some of them called it online. They said it's online self-referendum. They called it different kinds of names. They blackmailed it. But as we proceed, while they were busy gossiping, like Mazi Nandekano said, that they are gossipers. While they are busy gossiping, we were busy conducting the self-referendum on the ground. And when they began to see the video of self-referendum popping out from different angles, from different corners, their jealousy kicked in. They couldn't handle it. Their jealousy, their envy, their strife begin to eat them up. And what did they do? They had nothing else to do than to begin to embark on their propaganda and blackmail, lies, right, left, and center. But what are you going to achieve by those lies? The Biafrans, we do not care. We went ahead, conducted a very, very successful self-referendum, and Biafran people made up their mind to walk out of the zoo. And on the 29th of November, 2024, that declaration was made before the whole world. The whole world were there watching. And the declaration of the United States of Biafra was made. Everybody saw it. It was no longer a wishful thinking. It was not a propaganda. It was not a hearsay. The whole world watched on the screen while that declaration was made. Biafra was declared. And yesterday made us 6 months old. Yesterday was our 6-month birthday. 6-month birthday of the United States of Biafra yesterday. The declaration was made before the whole world. But to show you that the enemies will never go without a fight. Even the enemies didn't believe it will happen. What did we see? After the declaration of Biafra, we now saw the same people who were present on that declaration that joined and celebrated and raised the flag. They turn around and say they no longer support what they did. The same people you are seeing on this video that paid for flight ticket to fly in from different parts of the world, all of a sudden they wake up and begin to say, they begin to speak against this very declaration that they were part of. The same people today who engineered the suit against the United States of Biafra that was declared here on the 29th of November. These people were here. They joined hands. They even signed their signature. They put down their signature. All of a sudden, they turn around and they begin to sue the same Biafra that they declared for reason best known to them, simply because their own selfish interest, maybe they discovered their selfish interest was not covered. They were thinking that maybe when they declare the necessity of Biafra, they will become the ambassador. They will become the all and all, the alpha and the omega. They will have one position or the other. And because of that, they supported. Now they realize that the United States of Biafra is bigger than one man. And that you will have appointment according to your qualification. Your good work will speak for you. When they see that their good work or whatever they did as their own work cannot speak for them. When they see that they have not performed enough to be placed in a critical position, they began to work against the same government that they work for. And I wonder how they feel when they watch this video. That is why they say internet never forgets. In this century, video evidence is very, very crucial and important. I wonder what they will be feeling now. In this present time, those people today, when they watch this video that I'm watching, that you and I are watching, when they watch it, I wonder how they feel inside their heart. With all the blackmail and propaganda they are pushing today against the United States of Biafra, with all the insult they are raining upon the surrogate of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, with all the swore they have sworn and said that they will never allow the United States of Biafra government to succeed. When they watch this video where we are coming from, how will they feel? On the last day, when they are going to face Biafran court, after playing this video for them, tell me, for goodness sake, what else are they going to say that made them to sue the United States of Biafra government? What then are they going to explain that make them to begin to fight against what they have stood for? For personal interest, for envy, for jealousy. It is very, very shameful. Very shameful. Something that every one of us stood for, fought for, supported. Let me tell you, nobody knows it all, and nobody is above mistake. I cannot stand here and tell you that the United States of Biafra government is 100% in everything they do now. No government is, not even the United States, not even the UK. It is a process. And if you mean well, you have to be part of that process of corrections, process of building. It is process by process. That is why at every stage, new people will come in, new people will go out, new people will come in. It is a process. It will continue until we perfect it. But instead of you to join the process of perfection, you want to destroy the foundation completely. And it is not even destroying the salvation and laying another one, but destroying the foundation completely when you don't even have a plan on laying a new foundation or what to do. There is no plan whatsoever anywhere. No plan. There is no plan. And what do you see? Today, the same people who you see here celebrating, the same people you see raising flag, you see them, you see him walking, you see him. Did you see smile on his face? Did you see? This same man today that you see raising flag is the one in the forefront suing the Biafran government. Let me bring him again. And I wonder what they will be saying when they watch this video at this time. I wonder what they will be saying when they watch this video. I want you to pay attention. The people that are today fighting against the United States of Biafra, trying to bring United States of Biafra down by fire by force. Look at them raising the flag of Biafra on the 29th of November 2024, celebrating with the Biafran people in support of the declaration. And what did the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister read on that day? She read and said, on behalf of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Egba, from this day henceforth, our name ceased to be Brigi. We have become the Biafran people shall be known as the United States of Biafra. And you see everybody raising their flag, celebrating, shouting in joy. Only to come back hours later, within some hours, to begin to fight against the same government they have promoted. And foolishly, we still see some people listen to them. People go ahead and listen to them and follow them. People listen to them and follow them. And they brought a heavy katakata. Biafrans became divided. These were the people who joined the Deputy Prime Minister to make the declaration. Every one of them. You see, sometimes when they bring this argument, they say, who declared? It is not about the Deputy Prime Minister declaring Biafra. The Biafran people, more than 1,000 of them, were in Finland and unanimously declared. When you see the Deputy Prime Minister reading, what she said there was, on behalf of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, she is reading as a surrogate. And every other person that joined there were part of that declaration. It is not about one person. It is not about one individual. But they decided, because of the evil mind, they decided to narrow it down to one person. First of all, they began to claim of who declared and who did not declare. The Biafran people redeclared Biafra, and the message was read on behalf of our Prime Minister by the Deputy Prime Minister. But because of their mischievous mind, they first of all brought out the argument of who declared and who did not declare. That argument lasted for long. They began to oppose this, and they say this one, the man that read the grievances, that it is the person that read the grievances of Biafra. He was the one that declared it. They said it is the one that read it. Who asked you? Why are you so interested on who declared and who did not declare? All we know is that the Biafran people unanimously agreed and really clear. And the message was read by the Deputy Prime Minister on behalf of the Prime Minister as the surrogate. A very clear thing that has no argument, but they turned it around. But today, what do you see? The evil that men do live with them. It is good I post this in and you see it, because some of you, when you hear some of them talking, ask them. You will ask them, on that day, 29th of November 22, I saw you raising flag. I saw you rejoicing. I saw you climbed the pulpit. You climbed the stage. You raised flag. You were smiling and raising flag on the 29th, after the Deputy Prime Minister have read the declaration on behalf of our Prime Minister. You were there raising flag and shouting. Were you saying a different thing? Was that for a different purpose? That is the question you're supposed to ask. But unfortunately, so many of us did not ask this question. Instead of asking these questions, they joined the bandwagon. That today, the evil that we do is living with them. The evil that men and women do live with them. And on that day of judgment, this video is going to judge every one of them. This video is going to judge them. When we go back to Biafra land, by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, every one of us will arrive in Biafra land. And then our book of stewardship will be opened, how you serve. And on that day, when you be standing before the court of Biafra, you'll be asked, why did you deny the redeclaration of Biafra on the 29th of November 2024? When you are asked that question, you will have to explain to us why you denied the redeclaration of Biafra 29, and you fought against it to bring it down. And while you are explaining, this video will be rolling by your side to remind you the role you played on that day of declaration. This video will be playing, and the whole court will be watching this video, what transpired on the 29th. And then you'll be asked a question. Why all of a sudden did you turn against the United States of Biafra, up to the extent of taking them to the court? Taking the same government which you declared to the court. Who were you working for? That is the question. You must explain to Biafrans who you were working for that made you to say that over your dead body will the declaration stand. You went ahead and said you will destroy the government of the United States of Biafra. Some of them think that this battle they are fighting, propaganda you are pushing, is against the Deputy Prime Minister. It is not against the Deputy Prime Minister. It is against the freedom of the Biafran people. Every single person you see here, up to 1,000 Biafrans that you see here, who spent their hard-earned money and flew into Lati from all parts of the world. You can see Biafra. They flew into Lati from all parts of the world. And every one of them paying their signature in support of the United States of Biafra. And then, all of a sudden, you turn around. You made yourself enemy of the people. The only mission you have is to destroy what we have struggled so hard to build, of which you were part of. Today, you can see. Look at them clapping there. They were all rejoicing and clapping. Just watch. Watch. You see, all the people you see today that were against, you see them. You see them. They were there hugging each other. On the 29th of November 2024, they were all there clapping, hugging each other. You know, some of us have not paid attention closely to this very video. Very, very important. That is why I say I wonder why some people still listen to this group of individuals. I wonder how they manage to still convince people to listen to them. These are a group of individuals today who do not want this government to stand. But yet, look at them, they're taking pictures. Look at them, they're posing. Look at them celebrating. You look at them. You know, when you don't draw it closer, you wouldn't know that. You would think that when you see them where they sat idle and crossed their leg, that they were not support. But they celebrated. After that declaration, they were all there. After the declaration, they were all there. They celebrated. You see them. You see them. Every one of them was there celebrating. Very important. I want you to see it once again. Because picture evidence matters, it plays a very major role. When pictures begin to flow, videos begin to flow, you can no longer hide. You can no longer hide. That is the importance. You see, the same people today who don't want us to see the light of the day, you see them, they were all there, taking pictures, smiling and celebrating. Taking pictures, smiling and celebrating. You see how dangerous human being can be. When you think you are dealing with your friend, you don't know you are dealing with your enemies. All this was happening on the 29th of November. And these are the people who said today, all of a sudden today, they denounce the United States of Biafra. They pretend not to know that it exists. In fact, they deny its existence. They say they are briggy and they will remain briggy until their kingdom come. And you begin to wonder, who were they working for? That is what the court is going to ask them. You can see him. You can see him there, so happy and celebrating. And today, these same people went and sued the United States of Biafra. And our court, we asked them, who were you working for? They must answer us this question in the court of Biafra when we get to Biafra land. Every one of us will be alive and we will get to Biafra land, so that we will answer for ourselves. Everybody will answer for himself. Look at there how they stood by the side of the deputy prime minister. Why that declaration was made in support. Everybody in smiles, raising the flag of Biafra, only to turn around. Only to turn around. What went wrong? And who were you working for? If not for your selfish interest, for your personal interest, what will make you to throw away the freedom that thousands of Biafrans flew from all parts of the world to come and celebrate, and you threw it to the dustbin? You threw it to the dustbin. And today, you can see the implication of what these people are doing. For every blood that is shed in Biafra land today, those people are responsible and they will be held responsible. I remember what Master Samanekwa said before the declaration. He said, after the declaration, we are going to raise the bar. Even before the declaration, Master Samanekwa increased the equipment of the Liberation Army. He increased the support to the Liberation Army and said that they will be much more equipped. He said that after the declaration that we are going to make sure that Biafra land becomes very, very hot. That our Liberation Army will have more responsibility. But what transpired? After the declaration, these same people who you see here went ahead and told the Liberation Army to stand down. They went and stood down. Today, it is that standing down today that have given Nigerian authorities today the chance to have the audacity to continue to run and pursue and distract our liberation army. Because of that stand down, today as we speak, a whole lot is going on in Biafra land. Biafra land is under siege. So many of you must have seen videos that are coming out from Umuaka, to be precise. Umuaka, to be precise. Innocent Biafrans are murdered in Umuaka. Armor tank is filled everywhere in Umuaka. As of yesterday and day before yesterday. People lost their life. I can't share the videos I got from Umuaka. Very terrible videos that you cannot afford to look twice. Terrible videos that are flowing in from Umuaka. Very, very terrible videos. See how Biafran people are lying on the floor in the pool of blood. Why is it so? It is because of what this group of people that came to this very declaration and yet went back to fight against declaration. You know them. I don't have to be calling their name. You know them and you can see their faces. That is why I zoomed this very video so that you can see their faces very clear. Because sometimes when you watch the video from far, you would think they didn't attend that very declaration. They were there. They attended. They supported. Look at them singing national anthem. Look at them. They were there. Today, what they are doing today have cost the life of Biafran people. They first of all weakened the Liberation Army of Biafra. They divided and seized the income of the United States of Biafra. They seized the income. And the United States of Biafra has to start afresh again to begin to build and to raise funds. They seized the fund. They didn't only seize the fund, the one that was with them, they refused to sponsor the Liberation Army, and they told the Liberation Army to stand down. And they stood down. And up to today, they are standing down. Today, they are barely fighting for their life. Okigwe today. Okigwe is on fire. Our Liberation Army are facing a terrible situation simply because people refuse to do what they are supposed to do. These same people, look at them. You will see them coming here to sign. The people that lie. They told you that Deputy Prime Minister did not sign. Did you see her signing the declaration form? That was Deputy Prime Minister signing. That is Uche, European rep, signing. This is the other woman, the professor, signing. Every one of them, these people that are signing, some of them you see signing today, they are the ones today that are saying that they no longer support the declaration of Biafra. And their signature was in that declaration. Look at her. Look at this lady, a professor. With her signature, signing, Uche signed. First of all, they bring a propaganda that the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze, did not sign. You saw her. She was the first person to sign. They said Uche did not sign. It was Uche that signed for her. Look at the Isiocha woman signing. And this Isiocha woman that said they didn't sign was there. She was there at present. The person that said they didn't sign. Look at her. She signed after they signed. So even if she cannot read, she has eyes to see. She saw them. In case some of you will say she could not read, maybe she cannot read. That is why she's saying that they didn't. But she saw them because she came to sign immediately after them. She entered and she signed. And yet, people are listening to this crop of individuals in the midst of this flipping attitude, in the midst of this propaganda, in the midst of these lies. You see them have huge number of followers. What a shame. What a shame. It is sad, very, very sad, what is going on and where we have found ourselves. But no matter what happens, we must continue and we will never give up. We will continue and we will never give up. Today is Monday. Biafra land is under lock and key. Biafrans are observing the sit at home. And we have a terrible situation in Biafra land. Biafra land is under heavy attack. As a result of the attitude of these people that I played in that video, Biafra land is under heavy attack. Umuaka is in flames. Biafrans lost their life. And I hope that the Finland authorities are watching and they are seeing what is happening in Umuaka. They see the life of people that are being wasted in Umuaka. Is that Master Simon Ekpa? Is Master Simon Ekpa still around? Is it Master Simon Ekpa that is still instigating over there? I hope the Finnish authorities are watching. Okigwe is on fire. The Liberation Army are facing the highest challenge they have not faced before. What is happening today can never ever happen in the presence of our Prime Minister Master Simon Ekpa. With the unity we had then, it cannot happen. But today, the enemies have been able to penetrate, create divisions right, left, and center. Our people are much more divided than ever. Even in their useless fallback, they are now divided into how many places? And sadly, some people are still paying attention to them. How are we going to rescue such people? How can we rescue such people? People that after seeing credible evidence that these people doesn't mean well, they have nothing to offer you. Their project is not to pursue freedom. It is about money, personality, greed, envy, popularity. That is all they are pursuing. And yet, you line up with them. How can I help you? I can't help such people, and I don't want to be interested in talking about such kind of individuals. Whatever you are doing, go ahead. At a place in the Bible, we read that the word of God said, allow the wheat and the tares to grow. On the days of harvest, the real fruit will be separated from the weeds. That is where we are today. Let everybody do what they want to do. Wherever you feel is where you want to lay your tent, and this is where you support. Continue to support that and be present. Show your face. Let's see you. Show your face. Let us know where you belong. Show your face. So that on the day of separation, it is coming soon, we will know where you belong. We will separate the wheat from the tares. I welcome my beloved brother Greg. If you are there, my beloved brother Greg, thank you for joining. Please unmute yourself and speak to Biafran people if you are there. My brother Greg, I give you the mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Good morning. Thank you so much. This afternoon, I see drinking water is as hot as it's like your side is also very hot, just like here. So yeah, so thank God for today again. Today is Monday. May His name be praised for giving us the grace to see today. It's not by our power, not by our anything, but out of His mercy, He granted us today. We thank God for our lives. We thank God for every single soul in Biafra land. We thank God for our leaders who are in the front, Master Monekwa and Master Namdekano. May God remain with them, be with them, and strengthen them, and bring them out. That is our prayer. And if I can hear, I can hear you say about many people that is being fired in Umuaka, may their souls be rest in peace. And may God Almighty help us to stop the bloodshed in Biafra land and give us what we are asking for. That is our prayer today, now, and forever. Yes, Master. It's very, very painful when you look back from where we started and where we're supposed to be and where we are now. And why are we here? We are here because of human wickedness and greed. We are here because of human indiscipline. We are here because of self-pride. We are here because of selfishness. We are here because of hate. We are here today, and many people that are not supposed to die or die are dying because of human error and just because of why not me? Why must it be so and so person? Not even that because they can do anything better, or if we allow them, they will do it well. But because their wickedness, born wicked, close their mind and their eyes not to see. Yes, it's a pity. What can we do? The only thing is we will continue until we win the enemy. With the enemy, we will win the enemy. There will be one. Definitely. We will win them. And we have started winning them because they know that they are no more. We pronounce them no more, and there will be no more soon. That is the truth. Because when I look at what is happening every day in Biafra land, yeah, I ask myself, how come a human being come out and tell people after someone suffered for day and night, traveling everywhere, not sleeping, to make sure that he gather everything he needs to do this work, and the enemy crippled him, and tried to destroy everything. Somebody that is follow my Simon Epa from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to another Monday, fighting tooth and nail to make sure that everything stands. Immediately he was not there, the person come out boldly and tell Biafra that I asked the army not to start, to prove to the Tongozi that she is nobody, that she is not in charge. Somebody come out boldly and tell this thing to Biafra, and people are looking at him. They have never been in any place, in anywhere, that somebody gain a ground in war. The army of your opponent, they started trembling, being afraid, say they don't want to go there anymore. All of a sudden, you that have gained ground, gained a lot of areas, supposed to stabilize what you have gained, somebody come and tell you, don't make any effort anymore. Don't do anything. And you accepted. And the enemy crippled in. And you are not, this time, you have not started seeing that person as your worst enemy. No military allow his enemy to come and regain the area that he have gained, especially in war. And the same person that knew all those things is the person who is boasting today that he is acting under the prime minister. He's representing him. The people that gang up with him to do all these things, now some see that my Simon Epa cannot die in prison, that he will soon come out. Now they're shifting ground. So that when Simon Epa comes, they will present a different thing to him. Now they started talking about something they fought again. And now they are not following their master again, because they see that very soon Simon Epa will be out. So they want to be neutral as an innocent person before he come out. There is no other thing you see that them, this is Van, another man, this is a woman, 100 years old woman that call herself, I don't know, I will be calling them by their names. Why I must call them their name? Because I'm just pinpointing all their evils. When you condemn evil a man did, I'm not saying that I will kill them. I cannot kill them. I will not harm any ant, as long as it's a Biafra. But when that person do evil, if I do evil, come my name and say it, and pinpoint that evil that I did. When you condemn evil that somebody did, that doesn't mean that you say you are condemning that person to kill or to do him any evil. No. But these people are evil. So what they want to do now, what they're trying to do now is they want to shift and stay somewhere. So that when Simon Ekpa come, they will say, I did not stay with Ngozi, I did not stay with Ogen Kere, because I did not think that what they were doing. They will want to present themselves as innocent. But they are the real evil that's causing all these problems in our place. But they will not succeed because we know each and every one of them what they did, what they are still doing, and what they will do tomorrow. So my duty is to encourage the Biafrans to continue, especially the Biafra Army and Defense Force. The mistake has been made, but we encourage you to be strong and not to be weary. You will regain whatever you lost by the special grace of God, because the battle is of God. So do not shake. The victory is on your palm. There is no shaking. So I want to encourage my Biafrans today that as long as we are out in this, we will not step back. There is nothing like fall back or fall left or right. We move forward, and we move forward until we get to the last point of Biafra and everywhere else. And I pray that we continue in this lane until Biafra will come. I rest my case for now. Thank you, Mike. I'm still around, but I don't have more time to talk now.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that a wonderful contribution that you just made. Thank you so much. I can see my brother Emmanuel. Are you there? Are you there, Emmanuel? If you're there, speak to us. Let's hear you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, are you there? Okay. So, my fellow Biafrans, we must all know that we have a responsibility today to continue to do what we have to do. The attack against us has intensified, attack that is coming from all corners, from all angles, but we must not give up. We must never give up. The enemies of Biafra, they are not giving up either. They are fighting us from all angles, from all corners, and they are trying to make sure that they hinder us from getting our freedom. But we must not give in. They have devised so many strategies to get at us, including using our own brothers, using our own sisters. So you don't just believe people simply because they are Christians or because they are your townsman or townswoman because you are a Biafran, or because this man is a fellow Igbo Biafran or Ijo Biafran, Efik Biafran, Ibibio Biafran, Ibanke Biafran, or Edo Biafran. Don't say because this person is from your own side and because of that, you lose your senses. No. We must be very, very vigilant at all times, because our enemies can go to any length. They can use any strategy to stop us. And at this point in time, the most common one they can use, and they have always used, is our own people, our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors. Even the people they claim to be agitating with you. In fact, they are the people you must be very careful with. Those ones who are claiming that they are fellow agitators, they are the most terrible ones you must be careful about. They are the most terrible, because they are the people they use against us to distract. They are the people they are using to weaken us from inside. They are the ones they are using to make sure that our project of Biafra does not succeed. You can imagine where we would have been today if we were united after that very declaration, If we had continued to be united and continued to pursue the cause of Biafra together, you can imagine what we would have achieved by now. The atrocities of Nigerian government you are seeing today would have not succeeded. They will never succeed. The kind of attack that the Liberation Army are getting today, they will not get it. It cannot happen. But the reason why these things are happening is because they weakened us from inside. They tried as much as possible to enter through the inside, and they weakened us. Using the people I showed you that we are there in the day of declaration. You saw them. The same people who were with you shouting, "Oh, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra." While you were shouting, "All hail Biafra," you don't know they have a different project. While you're shouting, "All hail Biafra," you don't know they have their own different plan altogether. And most of us lose our guard because somebody is mentioning Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. We refuse, we ignored, and we decide to pay attention to what they are doing. Today, you see where it has landed us. You can agree with me today that most of the challenges we are facing and the suffering we are going through today is what is propped up from inside. I can bet you Nigerian governments cannot be able to stop us or get at us without using those criminals inside. They cannot. They can barely do anything without using those ones inside. It is those ones that are inside they are using to perpetrate their evil. And each time they use those ones, the job becomes easy for them. They succeed. Because that is the easiest way to manipulate. And the manipulation is working for them. They know very well that there are some of us who have sold our conscience that all they want is money. They know that as people who that monetary interest is all that they want, nothing else. They're just here for money. And as we proceed, there is an audio that I would love to play. Emmanuel, are you there? Are you there, Emmanuel?
Yes, I'm here. Am I coming out?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Okay, my brother. Good morning from my end.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, so good morning, Biafrans. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and location. Good morning. Yeah, so my people, we have all seen the stage where we are, and as you can see, our governments are doing a wonderful job to take us home. Our DPM, she's trying her best. She's doing a wonderful job. She's protecting the mandate of our Prime Minister. So, my people, anybody that you see saying anything different from what we are doing, know that that person, he or she is not here for our freedom. How they are here for our freedom? They are not here for our freedom. I'm not saying it and hide. These people, these evil people, they are paid agents to destroy what we are doing. Because you cannot tell me how can someone vote? We all over 15 million Biafrans voted for this referendum, voted for this declaration that take place in Finland last year, 2024 November. And then someone came out and tell us to fall back to where? Tell the Prime Minister PM say we should fall back. You should ask yourself, how did they want us to get this freedom? Is it by forward or by backwardness? See, that's what the people throwing them, we ask them, because they are not here for our freedom. They was paid to destroy the declaration, but God Almighty pass all of them. See, God use our, and just my brother, I keep asking myself today, where would we like ebe anya gara ịnọ na ọ bụrụ na our DPM anọ here with us? Kedu ebe anya aka nọ? Ọ bụ for ha anyị aga na ebe a na-ekwu n'okwu anyị na-ekwu. Ọ bụrụ for ha anyị aga na-akwụziri okwu nwere onwe a till now. But thank God, what ihe ọbụla Chukwu dere o dee ya. Chukwu edego na ya enwe nwere onwe. Chukwu oke abịa ma o detugo so na that declaration na ọ ga-take place. Upon the trial, they come with lies. They say that they say which country, how could everything our DPM way no. We take everybody on our way we declare this Biafra. Up to today, Obi adi hondi amma. Come banata from Finland. Obi adi all these evil people amma. See, Ajere ọ na-acha na egolie. Ọ na-acha gị egolie na pụkazie na asị oge nke na ego. Ajere igbo ezigbote onye asị. You are a liar. Two of you are in the same shoes. Two of you are in the same shoe because he pay you money, you collected it and be eating. Then after now, you are telling us that you are yet to the same punishment. You will face the same punishment. I'm just praying God to God that our Prime Minister will join us next 2 weeks. Yes, by the grace of God, next 2 weeks. So, my people, let's keep it up. We are moving gradually. Our German note is printed out, and that evil man of France. Oh, but on us here, you know, say why our DPM gauge we are launching the currency. Onye this woman the God he said why am I? You see, happen. Onya na me. Oh, bugo onwe o destroy ya na herself. You see it? Oh, destroy you herself. They are fighting someone that have not done anything wrong to you. Just because of envy and jealous. What you cannot even do. What she cannot even do. Na fight is in the ebe gakwara Finland ahụ. Sign no signature na the sign what the signature. See? Sign just here. That's here now. Just because of opposition. Something also what onye nwe. So he's now here and castigating the efforts of our DPM, calling our government a terrorist, saying us threatening. But let me tell her, upon all that thing she's saying, Kebe dies. Or maybe he made our dies. Or maybe. See? Now say for people are waking up every day. People are coming back to us every day. So let me keep ranting. They are dancing their final dance step. You see? Take about an old woman at her age come out in public and be lying. Now see more is in order lying. At her age, you now see? So about Mandia, they are evil people. How they evil? And no evil doer will go unpunished. They can never go unpunished for this. See, they can never go unpunished. The same thing in the DOS in our Prime Minister. All of them now, where are they today? They are nowhere to be found. How they going to be? Nda got his Biafra. After I carry happen. You are here castigating, you are calling your brothers and sisters terrorists. Calling your brother. Oh my God. It's terrible, my brother. It's so terrible. We never expect such from this woman. Biafrans, how do you expect now one year gave me honey? We never expect such. But I go. Although this made our Prime Minister. Oh my God, I found ego bata. Oh men ego bata. Yes, like that one is your cha. Am I coming out here?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Like that woman of France. Make go marry just because of money. They have open accounts. I don't know who and that evil woman of France. On Saturday na ha ga-eburu for reason. Hey God onye ahụ gburu ka agbagburu. Anybody na-aga donate ihe ego bụ ọ dị m mma. Anybody na-aga enye ndị ego bụ ego nara ana. Just buru ya n'obi na ego nara ana. N'ego nara ana. Izi ndị gbọrọ onwe ha biri gị. Agbata eke. Yes, agbata eke bụ ihe a na-ezu na biri. Ọ bụzie ncheta Republic a bụzi ihe gazi enye gị mgboro Lukas arịọrọ mmadụ ga-enye gị Biafra. Lukas ọ ndị na-aga enye ya ego Lukas nwaanyị a ga-enye gị Biafra. Nwaanyị a ga-enye anyị nwere onwe Lukas ha ọbagaba ọzịbamba m ga-enyezi anyị nwere onwe si ka ọzi ada onowu ga-enye ha nwere onwe because ọ bụrụ for us ọ ndị na-eso abụ ihe nna gị okwu a the people following these three people see tell me somebody that is qualified in that brig or in that Chata Republic that we bring this that we bring this freedom for us. Onye a n'ime ha sef nwere daisy ọ anya nche niile sef abaghị uru na gọọmenti ome uru ha bara si ome uru ha bara. The reason why our prime minister ji wee hapụ ha due to na anyị edikiri abịa. Yes, anyị edikiri abịa because that time I not be in agitation. Mere o ji wee pikie 4-man committee ndị ga-epiki ndị ga-ebido yes ndị ga-dissolve brig after na edikiri achara because after na edikiri achara anyị abụrụgo nation so ọ bụrụ ọzọ everybody ga-anọzi na gọọmenti ọ ya mere o ji ha onye ọrapụgbu ha since wee nyezi ọda si na ozugbo nje edikiri achara resolve ọ brig n'ezie ndị ga-ebidozi n'ezie ndị ga-ebidozi ọrụ mana ha due to na prime minister anaghị around with us afọ Umuaka bidozuzuwe na-asị lying doing all manner of insurance ndị enweghị ihe enweghị atụ hapụ nọ eji n'aka ha ọkwa ha eji n'aka ha wee destroy ikwu onwe ha si akwa onye nke na-akọwa ọkụwachazie akwa rụbazi ọrụ n'isi ya akwa ọkụwara rụbazi ọrụ n'isi ya because they are evil because ha dị genuine. Ị gaghị agba onye aka arọcha mgbe gị succeed ọ dị possible ị ga-efe ihe plan ọ ga-backfire back to them. See? So my fellow Biafrans, let's keep it up. At least our Saturday fundraising ọ bụrụ ma o zuru ka mmiri ọ bụrụ ma ego money it really rain and let's keep it up till our prime minister and our leader Onyendu by the grace of God come out and join us. Then we know that we have already won. So my brother, let's keep it up. I hear my mic on now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that very line of thought. I appreciate you also for appreciating Biafrans that came out in mass on Saturday for that fundraising. It was amazing. Fundraising was amazing. Biafrans came out in large numbers and we will continue to do so. Anybody who wants to throw his money out away to the dustbin, you are free to throw your money away in the dustbin, but put your money where your mouth is. And on Saturday, Biafrans showed that they know where their mouth is. Even though that very fundraising was not streamed live, and that's not streaming was the direction of the government. It was the government that decided not to stream it, so that the propagandists will see more to propaganda, to push their propaganda and talk more if they want to talk. So it is not the making of the media department. It is as the government directed that very fundraising was not streamed. So it wasn't the making of the media. The media, we are ready to stream it, but the government directed that we suspend the streaming on that Saturday. So as the government gives the directive, that is what the media will continue to follow. The media is under the government, and whatever the government decides is what we do. So I appreciate everybody. And many people came into the Zoom. Many Biafrans came into the Zoom and they participated. They participated in large numbers. Many people were in the Zoom to participate and get the information that they need. So I appreciate everybody that were there. And may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect us, and we will continue to do what we have to do to make a difference. My brother, State of Olu, unmute yourself. My brother from State of Olu, unmute yourself. And if you are from Umuaka, anybody that is from Umuaka, if you have update, please click the link and join us. We need update from Umuaka because we know that there is a lot of things going on in Umuaka. I have so many videos from there, but I cannot share those videos. They are too grievous. The Facebook and YouTube cannot accept those videos. So the videos I have are very, very terrible. So if you have any update from Umuaka, please do click the link and join us, and we can be able to hear you out. Go ahead, my beloved brother from Olu, State of Olu.
Thank you, my brother. Hope I'm coming out.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Your voice is low. You can increase your volume a little bit.
I have already done that. I've increased my volume.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it coming out?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Good evening, my fellow Biafrans all over the world.
Are you using earpiece?
Not at all. I did not connect my earpod.
Okay, if you don't use earpiece, that means your phone is very far from your mouth. That is why we are not hearing you clear. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm busy working. I can't hold my phone.
Okay. That is why. Because when your phone is far, we can't hear you clearly, but we can hear you now that you just took it close. Go ahead.
Let me try. Am I coming out now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I greet every one of us. Those that have already spoken, you guys have well. I'm glad always when I see my fellow Biafrans, those that are doing the right thing, those that are doing the major thing to always. I'm glad to hear that, to see them. So I'm so happy. I greet each every one of you that already contributed for what is happening. I'm so happy. I greet every one of you. Yeah, where the area I want to contribute is this, based on those that signed their signatory during our declaration between and later turn back to destroy our nation. They will never go scot-free. They will never go scot-free. So based on what the video that was playing, I hope you have seen it. And what are they not ashamed of themselves? Somebody like one is Ocha, Adadi Orlando, and Imam Madab, that old cargo, and the rest of them. They have done it all. Now they come back to start destroying what we are doing. Because they have already found out they have failed. They have failed. That's why they are turning upside down now. So, my fellow brethren, my father told me that ear that can hear, that you can use to hear, is not the one outside, but is inside. The one is inside. The one outside is just for fancy. Hope I'm coming out, my brother.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So it's a very privilege for me to be here to tell you people this today, that listen to all these people that are betraying us, sabotaging what we are doing is not the right thing. If you don't have eyes, you can hear to see what is happening, to hear what is happening. If you don't have ear, you can see. So let's be courageous and not to destroy ourselves like these people destroying themselves. Please, I will be right back.
Okay. Thank you. So, my fellow Biafrans, you can see, as you are watching, you can see the videos I'm scrolling, those information I'm scrolling. These were when our Prime Minister was with us. These things are information that he posted on his platform. You know, sometimes when they come, they tell you, oh, that Dr. Ngozi Arabweze is Mazi Simon Ekpa's chief of staff. Is not Brigade chief of staff. But all these videos I have been showing where Mazi Simon have posted, you see him, what Mazi Simon wrote. Mazi Simon wrote, the Brigade chief of staff. Not Mazi Simon chief of staff. But you know, there was a time they created this narrative. They said that Dr. Ngozi Arabweze was the chief of staff of Mazi Simon Ekpa, not the chief of staff of the government. They painted that very picture, and some of them ran with it, and they begin to preach it and talk about it, even though they know that it is a lie. So I want you to observe in this very tweet, all these tweets I have been showing, where the Deputy Prime Minister represented Biafra when she was the COS, when she was operating under the COS of the government, where she have traveled to represent the government in the United States, in South Korea, in so many important meetings in Washington, D.C., even with the lobbyists, where they took pictures. These are information that are very, very evident, that you can imagine that today, somebody will still go today and begin to sue the same woman who is standing and representing Biafra under the command of our Prime Minister. Only this tweet of our Prime Minister destroys every nonsense they're saying, including that one that called himself a lobbyist, Elias. You saw him where he was, where Mazi Simon Ekpa sent the Deputy Prime Minister, the COS, to go and meet him and discuss. And he saw them representing, discussing for any meeting. And yet, you see these people come to tell lies, and people believe them. Some people still believe them in their lies. This is somebody who have represented Biafra on different angles, on different levels, on different items, posted by the Prime Minister on his own platform. That is why I bring it in, so that you wouldn't say, oh, it was me that shared it. Or this is Mazi Simon Ekpa tweet. You go to his Twitter. His Twitter handle is still there. You screenshot it from his Twitter handle. He always addressed her as the Brigade chief of staff. Biafra Republic Government in Exile chief of staff. The chief of staff of the government. Not for Mazi Simon Ekpa. And she see where she represented. This was where she visited the lobbying firm, Moran Global. This same Moran Global today that is suing her. This same Moran Global that is suing the government of Biafra. Look at where Mazi Simon Ekpa sent the COS, Deputy Prime Minister, to go and meet them. Look at this, where he put it. This is on the 7th, 25, 2024. On the 7th. 7th, that was, I think that was the July of last month. Last year, July, on 25th, 2024. Look at it. It's on the Twitter of our Prime Minister. Brigade Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Arabweze, visiting Brigade lobbying firm, Moran Global Strategies, Washington, D.C. headquarters. You see? The same law firm today that they used to sue the government was the same government that Deputy Prime Minister went on behalf of Prime Minister to represent the government. So you are suing the same person that gave you the contract, that represented the government on your behalf. You are suing them for what I don't know. I can't just understand what the suit is even all about. I can't understand.
Hey, my brother. Hello.
Okay. Welcome back.
Okay. Yeah, I want to ask something and what you are saying.
Go ahead.
Wait. I want to ask them: are they no longer talking about the lawsuit? Eh? Are they no longer saying about the lawsuit? We one day, I go also. I go also on dollar. I got bring get it. I get up there now. To go there. Back I get you job for one. To go. Na that lawsuit baby I get you job for one.
My brother, you
yes, na ezigbo ike gwụrụ. Ha! Ọ na-abụ agwara go n'ọsọ. You see, our EPM biri ọ ya ihe niile ifu na-eme na-abụ envy and jealous mere ihe ọzọ. Anya ụfụ na ọ bụ ya na ebe anwa. Anya ụfụ no that thing. You see, our prime minister bụ onye mere the chief of staff of the government. After our prime minister, ọ ya nwa bukro, ma onye nwa bụ next. Ọ bụ na our PM anọ ya, onye kwesịrị ite eki eji ha eweta the finance minister. Onye oche azụ na-ekwe ebe ọ nọ finance minister, onye oche azụ fụtazie abịa abụrụ anyị abụrụ ha ATM. Look at onye ha na-eme ATM ka asọ ATM. Look at them. You see, happen. We know our DPM. Organ anywhere or represent the guy in many places. Yes, and she's ready to defend us anywhere in the world. Mayhem Jesus. Oh yeah, the man on. She's genuine. See, she's ready to defend us anywhere in the world. But tell me now, where can only back prison? See, you see, someone that have enter prison. See, yes, ex-convict. Tell me where can he go and present them? You see? Ajere confirm on ọkwụrụ ya ụgwọ. Yes, ụgwọ ka ọ gwụrụ Ajere. Ọ na-aka wuri. Isi ọfụtazi ebe ọ gwazi anyị. Anyị bịakọbara ya aka. Ha na-abụkwa the same shoe. Gịnị Ajere, you and that oge nkiri, that criminal, you and him can the same shoe. Yeah. Unu ncha bụ criminal ndị oshi azụrụ. Look at them. Ịkụwacha akwa n'isi onwe gị tas. Afọ ha hefere go bra hefere. You see? Our DPM karịcha ha niile. Yes. Ọ kwuru eziokwu. That's why she stand in the truth. And that truth be na-read. See? Na-read all of us. Anybody not a USB, you're not in the right track. You are in the rightful place because only by video from IPOB Naka Warida. From there to autopilot. Yes. From autopilot to Brig. From Brig to USB. Which is our nation name. After our nation, go United States of Biafra. Abu Brig. After nation. On you go to her. That is it a nation name? You see? Mana, you will see them. You will see some of these fallback republic. How they make with a USB? See, how they make with a USB in their tweet. Some of them the fallback here. You see how many him? But they say that, but they denounce it. They say that our PM say we should cancel that declaration. Apple. Ha ga-abịa azara ọnụ ha. Yes. Ha ga-abịa azara ọnụ ha mgbe oge eri. Yes. Ha ga-abịa azara ọnụ ha. Hapụ. Ha ga-abịa azara ọnụ ha. See. Our prime minister, our PM pụtazie. Epulu ewezie record everybody. I ji every record. I ji record ha. See. Our PM pụtazie na anụnwa. Ọ fụzie. Ọ bụ ha. Ekos wee dị ndị ala aka. Our prime minister ya pụta. That is it. Ọpụtakwa ha anọ. The first person oya gbagoro ogbo onye hapụrụ ọrụ n'aka, which is our DPM. Most of them, all ya nwe ga-enye report everything mere tupu o wepụtaziri ekwuru okwu tupu our PM afụzie adreesị us. So ndị na-eme ha na-eme our PM pụtara ha nara ụmụ ga-afụ na ndị ga-agbu asị. They will hide. Ọ ga-efu ha n'anya. Ọ ndị na-aga enye ha ego. Ọ ga-efu ha n'anya ọ ga-eme ha bam n'anya. A na-agwa ha mgbe oge dị. A na-agwa asị ya ha batara mgbe ụzọ dị nso. Ha wepụ aka enwe n'ofe tupu ọ hụrụ aka mmadụ ha na-anọ ha anaghị anụ ihe ha na-ezugharị. Mana afọ ya mpụtazie ndị ara ga-agbu asị ọsọ zuo si anya na-eche ha na-agba their final dance. Yes, so and onye our fundraising na-esiri ma our fundraising na media ha akawa n'ọzọ so anyị na-emezi audio only to just n'ihi ha ga-eji were kwuo okwu just o mere ihe ọzọ just nna ihe ha ga-eji were nye so na our government. That's the only thing. Yes, na I kwesịrị ime bọtụ ha ga-ebata n'ime Zoom na ha ga-ebata n'ime Zoom.
Zoom is open for everybody, or for general.
Yes, Zoom is open na ha ga-ebata n'ime Zoom na ha afọ ya. Yes, ha nwere ike che that na o mere ihe na-eme ha ga-ebata n'ime Zoom.
Ji anya ha fụrụ.
Yes, na heje anya fụrụ
ha ma ga-ese record ha n'ime Zoom record ya play.
Yes, ha record. Yes, na anọ m n'ime Zoom daddy aka were ego were ezuga mmiri na-asụ mụ na-asụ gịnị kwa mụ na-asụ gịnị ọ gịnị na-eme isi ego were ezu ka mmiri apụ mana ha nwa na-afọ ọkwa I don't know ụdị amama na o pụtara ọ sị na ọ na-agba ọ na biri ibere na-eme ọ pụta okwuo ọ na-edoro 50 eje mma. My brother, these people did not very that funny. Also na-agba ọnọkọta ihe rebekata ya ọnọkọta onye ya kedu kwuo okwu. That means na aka anyị na kwenu. That means na aka anyị na kwenu fake hand ka ọ bụ aka anyị na fake hand ka ọ bụ.
Okay. How does it confess na fundraising had a baby for audio?
Yes, now. Fake hand, na fake announcement.
Even I never go their program. I don't follow their program. I don't watch them. You don't mean it.
Yes, now. I mean it too. Okwu ya na because I know na nke humble allowance. I know with humble allowance on Sunday morning. Ha play ebe ọ na-ekwu ya na platform Madam Dodge. Ọ na-abụ na ọ nọrọ na brig ya. Ọ na-abịa ihere mekata ya owere aka kwuo okwu ka ọ naga mụ nọ na-eme. Si ọ nagarịkwa ka owere ha na-eme. Hapụ ha. USB nwode. Ụmụnne m ike gwụrụ ndị anụma. Ike gwụrụ ndị ala. So on this like that last Saturday fundraising, in I participate in their Zoom because about there just I be just one here. Tina Esand on money on a rain. Man, in Anya the same name just so Umuaka bia. Okwu no receive. No receive. Ajere kwuru also no me ego na-abịa. I don't know who say okwukwe confirm kwe so ụmụnne m ome ego na-abịara nta. Ome ego na-abịara ha. Anyị bịa na-eme only noise. See. Tank bụ mmiri ahụ eme mkpọtụ. See, tank mmiri ahụ eme mkpọtụ. Nọ nke dị m dị emekaracha na mkpọtụ. So my idea, our government to the hand. They are doing a good wonderful job. I'll let me tell Biafrans so. If this is our currency launch, hey God. Here now everywhere discussion everywhere our currency everywhere now. Hey, Facebook o juru ebe anwa. TikTok o juru ebe anwa. Esandro jiri ebe ahụ YouTube every if for now ị ga-ahụ ebe a na-praise our currency everywhere. O jiri ebe this one happens else. Obiring that spark ana discussion all over. All over. Oh ya ka daw nwaanyị nọ France pụtara na akọbiri ọnụ look at her. You see, because man na ọ ga-use the ego. Ọ ga-use the guy. Yes, ọ ga-use it. You see, this are we jemma. Onye awarida bụ onye izi so na ị ga-use kwe jemma ka a ga-abịa. Afia ga-abịa ejemma. You see, our prime minister self all your design chara ego a. Our prime minister bụ onye design chara this morning. When you afa before the award if we deliver zie. You see it, we deliver zie. After Hannah has here, and on more two nose plenty out. Now the one who picture our prime minister with in cable picture our hero now. Oh man, don't know why in care what did here bang. It must someone buy Hannah H of ma. Just that is Hannah judge to here. Hannah judge on half on that day judge on half of day on half of your that day present there. You see, on half of your that day present there. Hannah Sana what did I hear about? Omega what did I hurry it there? Hey God. You see, I want to worry that bow face in a 10 manu. You see, why they back on the Nakwa Ajuki Peter Kering our leader. I won't have na scream nearby no ya no face yet na 10 manu.
I'll be here. Upon then call
yes. On this I want no yes. See, on the US na akọrọ bichi na one day the US na akọrọ bichi Monday yes yes so ọkwụ na afia ọ ya wute na eje mmanụ otu ọ face ya na ebe a hapụ ha ga-ajụ ajụ ha wee kwuo ha ga-ajụ ọfụma
maka obi ọjọọ fa obi ọjọọ ha ma
yes na obi ọjọọ ha yes na obi ọjọọ si obi ọjọọ ha enwe ha antụ ya ha ga-emerikwa so on the sese na ha bụ IPOB kedu ihe ha mefutagoro kamgbe awarida kpụrụ kedu ihe ha mefutagoro ha nothing kedu ihe ha mefutagoro today omehọ
nke hafụ na anyị na-emepezi ọfịs ka ha ji emepe ọfịs
yes na
after how many years after more than 15 years of operation kita ka ha nwere na ha supposed in office hafụ na Biafran government emewe office
yes awarida pụta onye ọ ga-akpọ ọ bụ onye ọ hapụrụ ọrụ n'aka because ọ ya sai we should listen to our prime minister onye aka ọ hapụrụ ọrụ n'aka tupu oge ọ pụtara oge o nwere nsogbu the same thing kwa ka o mekwara PM o wee sikwa wa PM ya protect ya mandate so my people onye ọbụla ịfụ na-eme ihe ọzọ apart from what our PM is doing onye anọ that person is not here for our freedom. He's not here, he or she is not here for our freedom. I just saying it. Ịma our DPM kwuru okwu si na oge our DPM bịa ya okwuo na oge njire na-arị ego ka o mebie what you are doing. Some people chie na ọ na-azụra power with them no power ka ọ na-azụ na ọ na-asara ịkọ mana kịta ha eziokwu agbaghị kịta ha eziokwu agbana ọkwa jizi aka ha na-anụ emezi expose ọbụrụ ọsọ nwere ike na expose ọkwa ha nwere emezi expose okwu ya na ndị a na-arị ego ka ha sọ for what you are doing. See, so my brother, I will leave it here. So for another time.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. And my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, I appreciate everybody that have been with us on this program today. Remember, it is sit at home. We appreciate every Biafran that participated on this very sit at home. Biafra land was locked up as always. Biafra land is under lock and key. And we will never stop locking down Biafra land until we get to the promised land. We cannot protest outside. We cannot go outside for any rally. Our petition is not being listened to. The only means we have to express ourselves is through the sit at home, to demand for the unconditional release of Mazen Nandekan and the unconditional release of every political prisoner in Biafra land. And we will continue to do so. So wherever you are in Biafra land, until Mazen Nandekano and all the political prisoners of Biafra is released, we will continue to sit at home. Don't wait until somebody come and announce to you or tell you or beg. No. Don't wait for that. This is a responsibility that lies on us. And we will continue to hold it up until we get to the promised land. Our enemies are trying everything they can to stop us. But I bet you, as long as we are united together, we can never be stopped. And we shall overcome them. No matter how they try, no matter the angle they come from, no matter their propaganda and blackmail, we shall always overcome them. So my fellow Biafrans, I urge every one of us that is watching this program today, wherever you are, please continue to support the United States of Biafra the best way you can. Continue to play your own part. And if you are in Umuaka or Umuaka, please stay safe. If you are in Umuaka or please stay safe. There is a serious attack against the Biafrans in Umuaka. We have seen many videos, terrible videos, that I cannot be able to share with you here, that are coming out from there. So every one of us have to be very careful, and we have to be mindful of what is happening. And I think there is an audio that I want to play. Let us listen to this audio and speak on that audio before I close the program. This audio message, I believe, is something that we need to listen about, the atrocities of the Janjaweed, the Fulani Janjaweed Nigerian government against the Biafran people. Many people must have heard about it, and I feel it is important we share those audio, we look into it so that Biafrans can equally listen. For those who have not been able to come across it, you can be able to also listen and know what is going on. I don't know if I can find it. If I don't know why I cannot find this. Each time I try to get it, it is difficult to find it, but whatever happens, okay, let's see if this is audio. Let's see if that's the audio I'm talking about. Let's listen and see.
Enugu State.
No.
So dika otum shepu. Then okuma na garandi governor.
No.
Hello.
Let's see.
Magandi governor, ndi senator, even the Fulani were made their home base.
So let us hear this program. Let's just listen to this audio. Let me know if you are hearing the audio. Let me know if you're hearing it loud and clear. I need to play this audio. It's very important. I need to play it. I've tried to play this several times. Let's play this audio. Listen carefully.
Ibian Enugu State, even the Fulani were made their home base. Amufu. Eba home base, head office. Then Igana Abu, Enugu State.
Let me know if you can hear the audio. If you're hearing me, let me know.
Enugu State. Ijeba na po Ibueze North.
n'Enugu steeti ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Ache n'Enugu steeti ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Udenu na Enugu steeti ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ije ebe a na-akpọ
I want you to pay attention. This man is mentioning the places that Fulani have already taken over. The places Fulani are occupying. Listen, if you hear the name of your village, so you can know what to do, how to move, and what to do. This is as a result of what the people are doing. Those people today are stopping us. This idiot that call themselves breakaway. This is as a result of what they have done. To weaken the Liberation Army, to make sure that the Liberation Army do not hold their stance. Because of what they are doing, many places have been taken over by the Fulani Janjaweed. Many places have been taken over by Fulani Janjaweed. So I want you to pay close attention. If you hear the name of your town here, you must prepare for what is coming. You must get prepared. We are going to explain so many things as this very audio goes in. I don't know who made that audio. The person that made that audio, from all he has said, he's not part of the government. He's not in support of the government, but he made it audio. But we are going to use some important information on this very audio to show you some lessons. Listen carefully. If you hear the name of your own village, you have to know what is coming. And they are able to do this thing because of the sabotage. Because of the sabotage of this fallback group, the sabotage of those who call themselves the IPOB and COS. Because of the sabotage, that is why Fulani can be able to take over. When Mazi Simon Eko was in charge, and here, when Biafrans were united as in Brigi and in United States of Biafra, nothing was happening. None of this can happen. But they have decided to jeopardize everything. And today, this is the result. I want you to pay attention. This is the result of the sabotage.
Ebian Enugu State, ebe ndị Fulani were mee their home base ihe amụfu. Ebe a home base ha, head office. Then Igana Agu n'Enugu State ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Igana ebe a na-akpọ Udi n'Enugu State ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Igboeze North n'Enugu State ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Ache n'Enugu State ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Udenu na Enugu State ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Ugbo n'Enugu State ha jụrụ eju ebe a. Ebe ndị a na-akpọ ebe ndị Fulani emego occupy n'Enugu State. I were bata n'Imo State. Ije ebe a na-akpọ ahịa azụ Mbaise, Fulani ewerechago ọhịa ụnọ ahụ. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Agata, Fulani ewerego ọhịa ụnọ. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Ọzara, Fulani ewerego ọhịa ụnọ. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Ehime Mba Anọ, Fulani ewerego ọhịa ụnọ. Ije ebe a na-akpọ Isu, Fulani ewerego ọhịa ụnọ. Then ịbịazi ebe a na-akpọ Ọkigwe, ebe ahụ ka ndị omekome jụrụ, ndị a na-akpọ Biafran Liberation Army.
You see why I said the person that made this audio is not part of us and never be. Look at how he addressed the Liberation Army of Biafra. He identified the presence of the Liberation Army of Biafra in Okigwe and he called them Ndi Omekome. No reasonable and responsible Biafra will call the Liberation Army of Biafra Ndi Omekome. A group that you know that are fighting for the liberation of Biafra. For you to open your mouth and address them as Ndi Omekome, this man is part of the evil. You see, some of them, they get involved in this evil agenda unknowingly. Some of them promote and support Fulani unknowingly. This man identified the presence of the Liberation Army in Okigwe. No Fulani is in that place. Liberation Army is in Okigwe. He identified it and he called them Ndi Omekome. What a shame. What a shame. A very shameful way to describe the Liberation Army. And he called himself a Biafran. Passing information. Let's continue to listen to him.
So Fulani Eshigweba move after India Biareba Bianoro.
If that the Fulani are not on Okigwe, Fulani have left Okigwe because of the presence of the Liberation Army. But instead of him recognizing this, he's calling them Ndi Omekome, trying to give them a bad name. And it is because it is either this idiot is part of the Department of Saboteurs, the DOS, that call themselves the IPOB Nigerian Pressure Group, that are ignorantly supporting evil. Ignorantly supporting evil. They are the ones making this kind of a video. Ignorantly supporting evil. Look at how he addressed the Liberation Army of Biafra, Ndi Omekome. And he confessed that the Fulani Janjaweed, the Fulani terrorists are not in Okigwe because of the president of the Liberation Army. And yet he doesn't want to recognize them. These are the bunch of idiots.
Because as their own. I'm also from Moscow. So now Okigwe and Zrina, Emma Kahana Sosi, Kahan Medine occupy the Biafran Liberation Army can Okigwe Kahana Sosi, Anna Choka Konka. So the Fulani Abago also shift from that area.
Did you hear it?
Then in Anambra State.
Did you hear it? The Fulani are also from that place because of the presence of the Liberation Army. But this idiot addressed them as Ndi Omekome because of his own personal or selfish interest. These are either the members of the Department of Saboteurs or the IPOB in Nigeria, or some of these ignorant idiots that are unintentionally supporting the enemies against their own people. Mad people.
Anambra West, Idemili North, Ebenebe, Aguleri, Oyi, Omadu, Banu no Yuno, Fulani, Ewereba, Ebatana Abia State, Imebana Isia Langwa North, Fulani, Ewerebe, Imebana Arochuku, Banu Nimo Yuna, Fulani Neba, Imebana Umunochi, Banu Nimo Yuna, Fulani Neba, Ukwa West, Obiohia, Ntoro Kogirikana Poda Village, Banu Nimo Yunu, Fulani, Ewerebe, Iwerebatana, Ebony State, Banu na Afipo, Oyuna Nile, Kumbwe, Afipo South, Ohuku, Owana, Banu Nimo Yunu, Fulani, Ewerebe, then Ntesi, had the small Nordia, I repeat, Ntesi, had the small Nordia, na Ebony State. Other than Hakara Choka Habateba Habata, Ntesi, had the small Nordia, Banu Nimoya, Eba Nilembora, Banu Nimo Eba Kumbonoya, Fulani Ewerego, then Anamabia, Makandi Senator, Maka in the House of Assembly, Maka in the National Villages, Maka in the youths, non villages, in show no yoro, na eshi. Unu feeling unu ga wako kono ne sundi ESNimi. Ani ebundi shindi ESN, some of them. Unu feeling no yoma biaron. Unu na tag ESN na na ha nka na ana emebi obodo nka na nke ọzọ. Osetikwana. Akwa nka unu ka na akwa n'Enugu ka wo obere. The main one ka no n'ala. Ọ na-achọ iselite.
You see where I say that this person is an idiot. The same thing he's accusing people of doing today is what he's doing against the Liberation Army. You see, when he was addressing the Liberation Army as Ndi Omekome, these are the people that are pursuing the Liberation Army, giving information of the presence of the Liberation Army, acting as informant to take out the Liberation Army, even when they know that wherever the Liberation Army are, the Fulani Janjaweed cannot exist there. They know that the Liberation Army are taking out the Fulani Janjaweed any place they are. He confessed with it here. In his statement, he said, the Liberation Army is Okigwe, and in that place, you can't find any Fulani Janjaweed. They have left there. And now, he's talking about ESN. And this idiot know that ESN is nowhere. There is no place you have ESN. What we have is Liberation Army. ESN has been handed over to the government of Nigeria. They are the people you find in the what they call it. They say Udogachi or whatever they call it. And the Udogachi, and this is their what they call that, their security outfit. What is the name of that useless security outfit? That is where you find them. They have been compromised. And Mazi Simon Ekpa, the prime minister, delivered them from the hand of the terrorists and made them the Liberation Army of Biafra. This is the truth. But people like this idiot that made this voice note is among those who are passing wrong information, acting as informant against the Liberation Army that are doing the work. And look at him preaching ESN. ESN is nowhere. There is no ESN. Any presence of ESN in Biafra land. Anybody claiming to be an ESN is working for the government of Nigeria. They are the people you find in Udogachi. They are the people you find in what is the name of this? Ebubago. Thank you, Ebubago. They are the ones you find in Ebubago and Ebubusu. They are the ones you find in the Udogachi. All those they are useless security outfits working for government. That is where they have gone. And we saw when their HOD in DOS, the one that is in Switzerland, what is it called? Deuxième. We saw when Chico Deuxième say that the government approached them, the governors approached them and told them to hand over ESN, and they handed over ESN to the governors. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. They confessed their HOD, Chike Dozieha, in Switzerland. Chike Dozieha said that the governors approached them to give them the ESN, and they handed over ESN to these people. So why are you now preaching ESN? And you are demonizing the Liberation Army that have been liberated and doing the liberation, and their presence is felt. And he's turning around to preach a different message. This is a conflict of interest that this idiot is preaching. Confused individuals that don't know their left and right. These idiots know that Chike Doziem said that they have handed over ESN to the governors. I didn't say it on audio. I will look for the audio and play. I can't find it now. Many of you must have seen the audio where he made the confession. And even the governor of Anambra State said that they are now working with them. So how can this guy be promoting such kind of entity? And yet you're talking about protecting Biafra land. And now he is acting as an informant against the Biafran Liberation Army. That is why he addressed as Biafran Liberation Army as Ndomekome. And he recognized that in the area where this Liberation Army, you cannot find any Fulani Janjaweed. But this kind of idiots that are passing this message, you see the kind of line of thought he had. These are individuals that have selfish interests, personal interests, personal aggrandizement. If it is not them, nobody will be there. And look at what he's saying. But we use the wrong information. If your name of your village is mentioned, you just have to be careful. If the name of your village is mentioned, you must have to be careful and continue to support the government, bring attention of the government to your area. That is why we are playing the video. It is not because of the idiot. Forget about the messenger. Let us take the message. The important message is what they're taking. Forget about the messenger. The messenger is the disgruntled idiot that doesn't know their left and right, who is fighting against us. But let's take the important message. The places the Fulani have taken over. Why we must support the government to build a strong army to defend our land. Already, the presence of the Liberation Army is recognized by this idiot and his allies. They know. That is why you see what the government is doing today in Umuaka. You see what government is doing in Oro. This is where we have the real people. But in these places that I mentioned, where the Fulani Janjaweed that take over, have you seen the government going to attack there? They don't. The government will never go attack there. The places where Fulanis are mentioned, you can never see the government. They only going where the Liberation Army is mentioned.
On a chọ iselite ama nwa m ji wee kwuo okwu a before ma gwazi unu the information.
Ngwakwube.
Ndị niile unu tikọtara aka suo ime ndị ihe so usoro ime.
Nke gị nwa n'onwe ka na-esu, you are still swelling the imi ka na-esu.
Ruo ne mgbe a ga-achọ dike, a na-achọzi dike achọ.
O si etigo.
Weta egbuo. Egbucha oru mgbe a na-achọ dike, a na-achọ ha achọ. Orukwenenu mgbe a ji achọ dike, a na-achọzikwe ha achọ. Maka mpụ na aghụghọ some people, maka ego ụwa, unu were na-esu ụmụnne unu imi, were na-arụ ụmụnne unu aka, a na-ejide ha na-ekwu, o setikwa na unu nwa na-arụzi aka ngwa jee buruze na egbe were mee gịnị na-echekwa obodo unu. But achọrọ m ịga too forward, ama mgbe m ji change to Igbo. Ka everybody ghọta ihe m na-achọ ịkọwa. Achọrọ m ịga too forward. Ndị Fulani abatago obodo. Abatago bụ abatago. Ha take any governor East Nile, boy take any governor East Nile. Exception of River State. Abangurum. Also River State where them Nigeria. But if Ukarabia, Yurimu, Yuranambara, Yurenu, Yurebuni. Research mere kana choka ngunu. Onye nwenti ya noro, onye ga nwenti ya noro ka gbasaziri unu. Ekwuru mekwuchara unu watch ana meji ka pụtabịa kwụ these days. Aga m akpọ villages ebe ndị ESN emego occupy. Iburu onye village ahụ, gwa ndị youth unu ka ha bụ ọhịa ebe a chekie. Ị ga-abatakwa ebe a confirm ihe nna agwa gị. Ka mkpọrọ unu aha ndị village ahụ one after the other ka m bịakwanụ.
Somebody is writing here, Kalu Eme, he said the voice I'm hearing is the voice of Ikenga Uruago. It is not the voice of Ikenga Uruago. Kalu, this is not the voice of Ikenga Uruago. We are not here for propaganda or unnecessary blackmail. We don't engage in unnecessary blackmail and propaganda. This is not the voice of Ikenga Uruago. I know Ikenga Uruago. I know his voice. I've been hearing his voice for more than a decade. So even if I'm in sleep and I hear Ikenga Uruago, even in a max broadcast, I will know that he's the one. So stop writing that thing that this is Ikenga Uruago. This is not Ikenga Uruago. We are not here for any unnecessary propagandas.
So dịka otu m si ekwu maka ndị gọvanọ, maka ndị assembly, ndị politicians oshi, ndị ọha na eze Igbo na ndị oshi okwu anagara unu. Then little of ndị youths of a community, youth leader, we mean the youth leaders who are villages okwu anagara unu. Uno fugo you no mere. On a return back to fall on you people.
Go on away, can I make it? You are still doing your own.
Arala no naro against Umaze. In the ESN, I chose him come they repeated their name. Arala no against them. And into the no mere on a return back to you people. Uno need a watch us on a village uno. The dinner what Joe will say, getting the natural or bruising the full and the one the natural. But he was also in a position, he got what a manner, he carry in a Sunday, guinea as an email, or he can because in is coming now to befall all of you. Villages are nearly now. You too know don't voice note to man yet the whole youth. See how boy had come board those places. You too know there. How boy had come board those places. In the Fulani not there. Go inside there and come. In the Fulani not there. Then this particular village, this particular place, Ntezi, yes, not a Ebonyi State. How can I talk about there? How can the small? How the small there? How can I talk about there? So villagers and youth should enter there, Cambodia. The Fulani Nigeria occupy there. Oyase kwana na waya. Anu egu burugini okenye. Manekuwe ano burugini matakere. When the voice note that to sound on a village is in the Amporana. Onya Junam say Onya Kamwo, a woman yes, and one year come because I Junam away business in with it. Business in when now village is Ampora, Hobona village in Odimea, where a voice note to Sahara, near we will Obona Ibu, Sonandine streaming, yeah. Choba youths can mobilize and they push those people before Ogadru no need too late. Because Uno get mecha and India Uno need Nacho, Gabo, Uno ne see me Gabo, Uno get mecha, Chowazendia, or not Josie, 11 Diano, Nahabia Zone. By that time, we get it too late.
So, my fellow Biafrans, you have just heard You have just had this very important information. It is very important in the sense that it is to create awareness. I'm not talking about the messenger, but the message itself. The message itself is important. For you to know the reason why you must stand with your government and do what you have to do. When that guy was passing the information, you remember he mentioned the Liberation Army of Biafra. And he confirmed that the area where the Liberation Army of Biafra are, you can't find the Fulani man there. The areas that are covered by the Liberation Army, you cannot find a Fulani Janjaweed there. Did you hear him mention any area covered by the ESN? As he was talking, did you hear him say this area is covered by ESN? They have no presence. The ESN have been taken over by Ebubago and their so-called Udogachi. They are now working with the government. They are in line with the government. So there is nothing they are doing that is in line with what we are doing. They are carrying out a different project altogether. But when you talk about the defense of Biafra land, the only people that have a presence in Biafra land today defending Biafra land is the Army of Biafra. And this messenger confirmed it, even though he is not in support of the Liberation Army. The same thing he's telling people now, warning people that they are doing, is what he's doing. These are the people that are acting as informant against the Liberation Army of Biafra. That is why he addressed the Liberation Army as Ndomekome. You can imagine. You can imagine addressing the Liberation Army of Biafra as Ndomekome. Only an evil person. Only an evil person, a Biafran, will do that. For someone to use that language, these are the people that are asking. The same informant he's claiming that you are asking as informant to ESN. Yeah, you, those of you who are asking as informant, you don't want ESN to operate, you will regret. That is exactly what this idiot is doing. These are the ones that are acting as informant against the Liberation Army. Even when he confessed that the area where Liberation Army are, you cannot find the Fulani. Today, I want you to search your heart. In all these areas mentioned, did you see the presence of Nigerian government or their army? No. The only place where the army of Nigeria is present today is where the Liberation Army are taking charge to secure the people. The Liberation Army will have not heard that they're killing innocent people. We have not heard that they are kidnapping innocent people. We have not heard that they kidnap anybody. They don't involve in any kidnap. All they are demanding is that the terrorists should leave our territory. Whether you are a terrorist in uniform or off uniform, you are not wanted in our territory. Go back. We are a sovereign state. Leave our state for us. That is their demand. Their demand is very clear. Their demand is very clear. But the terrorists, Fulani that are occupying space, they kidnap people, they take innocent life, both men and women. I just saw one of the grievous video I saw that Bromax sent to me. I couldn't even watch it. Where these terrorists were beheading children and women. Children and women were beheaded by this very terrorist group. And they are present everywhere in Biafra land. Look at very, very terrible videos that we see that we can't even share online. Although, as we speak, in Umuaka, as we speak, people were murdered in cold blood, blood flowing everywhere, people in the streets, you see cops lying everywhere for no just cause. By the government of Nigeria, they are terrorists in uniform. They took their armor tank and gave the terrorists, take guns and uniform and give the terrorists, and they're coming to Biafra. And these are the people that the Liberation Army are trying to stop by all means. You can never see them go after terrorists. After all, terrorists versus terrorists, all they do is to stop the Liberation Army. When the Liberation Army leaves the place, then the Fulani will come and take over. When the Liberation Army move, they will not come and take over. That is what they are doing. They use their military, their jet bombing and everything to scare the Liberation Army away. Once the Liberation Army shifts, the terrorists will come in. It is a very, very terrible job. It's a very, very difficult job for our Liberation Army. But Chukwu Okike Abiyama is sustaining them and keeping them up to this moment. Wherever you are, you must continue to pray for the Liberation Army. You must continue to support them. You must continue to make your contribution in the best way you can. Don't wait for anybody to beg you. Don't wait for anybody to come and cry to you. The war has intensified. As we speak, it has intensified. Hope Uzodinma have opened another hell gate in Umuaka. Imo State is boiling as we speak. We must continue to remember our Liberation Army. Pray for them. All our commanders, wherever they may be. Every Liberation Army that is standing for the struggle. I don't care who you support or who you move with. If you are a Liberation Army standing in defense of Biafra land, we must continue to pray with them and support them. Every single one of them. Whether Gentolo, whether Butuzo, whether whoever, wherever they are standing their ground today, we must continue to support every single one of them. Pray for them the best way you can. These are the people standing for the liberation of Biafra. As long as you are not fighting for yourself, your own selfish interest, so long you are there in the name Liberation Army, we will continue to support every one of them. We will continue to pray for them. We will continue to wish them well. And we will continue to support them the best way you can. Anything you can do, make sure that your support goes to them. Because this is no longer a joke. Look at the names of villages that were mentioned. Almost all the forests in the Biafra land, in all the states, are taken over by the Fulanis. Who are going to fight that battle? It is the Biafra Liberation Army. Nobody else. Nobody else. Forget about this idiot mentioning about ESN. There is no ESN anywhere. There is no president. That is why when he was talking, did you hear him say, oh, okay, this place, ESN is there, and nothing is happening there? Did you hear him say that? Did you hear him say, oh, ESN is occupying this area, ESN is in charge? For that, Fulanis are not there. No, it is only the Liberation Army he mentioned. He said, because of the president of the Liberation Army in Okibe, the Fulanis vacated that place. And that is why we must continue to support the Liberation Army, to make sure that we take over our land, protect it, defend it, and make it what it should be. Only you and I can do that. Nobody can do that for us. That is why we must rise up. Rise up. This is not the time for propaganda. This is not the time to sleep. This is not time for pretense. It is time for us to do what we have to do to make sure that our land is defended. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate everyone that have been there. I saw my brother Akonye Wetere came in when I was playing that audio. I couldn't stop, but I just have to play that audio complete. I saw my brother Akonye Wetere. I know he's joining from Homeland, and sometimes it's difficult with the network and all that. So my brother Akonye Wetere, if you're still there, you can come back. If you can't be able to come back, hopefully by tomorrow, or I'm coming back again later in the evening. I will come back online later in the evening if I have time. By God's grace, I'll come back later in the evening, so that we can be able to talk more on this very issue. It is very important. Do not relent. Everyone who are in Biafra land, remember, our sit at home continues. We are not stopping the sit at home until we are completely free. So wherever you are joining us with, continue to support the sit at home in Biafra land. Continue to support the sit at home. Whatever sacrifice you made for your freedom is not in vain. And no sacrifice is too much to be free. No sacrifice is too much to pay for freedom. If you have been in detention even for a month, you will know the value of freedom, and you will give anything to be free. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every single Biafran that have joined us on this program. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Oputobie of Biafra land. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will bring him out as soon as possible, because the danger is increasing. We pray that Mazi Simon Ekpa will join us as soon as possible, so that we can be able to face this problem and end it once and for all. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama grant our Prime Minister good health, strength, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Secure him, give him more life, give him more power, heal him and give him strength to continue until he joins us very soon. We pray for our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be stronger than ever. We pray for him for revelations, for wisdom, for knowledge, for understanding. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for good health, for healing. No evil formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa will stand. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to guide and protect our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, continue to protect our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Give him strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Secure him and let him join us as soon as possible. Our leaders, wherever they are going to be with us, and we shall overcome in these very challenges. May Chukwu Okike Abiama protect everyone that is in Biafra land, more especially our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. We pray for your divine protection. We pray for your good wealth. We pray for your good health. We pray for your security. We pray that no evil shall befall you. Every one of us will live and see Biafra. Thank you so much for joining us on this program. Thank you so much for being part of this program. We'll see again later on in the evening. I will try and come back in the evening so that we can be able to have either 30 minutes or 1 hour discussion for the day. Thank you so much and stay blessed. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you and stay blessed. See you again next time.
Yeah, my dear, on the beat.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try you. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try you.
Back up joins with the trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
This is not wicked word. This is not Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. I will be telling you a story about the one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The river they go. The river they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver. The driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the body boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If you better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi. By the rocky hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run.